What's up YouTube, Troy.s.Hutchinson here, back on my channel today on this beautiful Monday morning. So, it's Monday. We all know what Monday means. It means it's the beginning of the week. It means it's time to start new. It's time to do something with ourselves. It's time to get up, get out, and make changes. Make something happen. Nothing's going to happen if you don't make it happen. Old saying, if you've always done what you've always done, you're always going to get what you've always gotten. Something like that. I may mess that up. But, you gotta make the change, guys. You have to force that change. Life is not going to change it for you. Very, very small circumstances will life change something for you for the better, if that makes sense. Because life is what we put into it. Life gives us what we give to it. So remember, Monday is a great day because it's a day to sit back, analyze, and remember what your dreams are, your goals are. Remember why, your why. You want to remember what your why is and why you started what you started. It could be why you start a new career, why you're trying to get the promotion, why are you busting your butt at work to get to the next promotion, why'd you start working out, why'd you start dieting, why did you start, I don't know, playing a violin, a guitar. It could be a number of things, but you have to remember your why. Too many people in this day and age want someone to tell them their why. And again, I don't ever mind talking to people and answering questions through emails, Instagram. It's what I love doing. I love helping people. I truly, truly love helping people, and that's my why. My why in this is to better myself daily, to see my potential as a human being, how far I can push myself. And then my other why is I love helping people. I love when someone says, "Hey man, the other day when I messaged you and you gave me a couple answers, a couple suggestions, it really helped. It made my day, and I really appreciate that." That right there it just touches me. Like, this guy got to where he wanted to go because because I was able to help him. That's an awesome feeling, and there's nothing replaces small feelings. It's always the small things that matter the most to us. But back to what I was saying is your why. You have to remember your why. Too many people reach out and are asking, "Hey, I got not motivated today. How do I get motivated?" Or "Hey, I fell off my diet for 2 days," or "I fell off the training wagon. I haven't been to the gym in 4 days. How do I get back into it?" Just get back into it. Just start where you started once before. There's no reason you can't start again. There's absolutely nothing stopping you to fall off the wagon and then run, catch up, and get back on that wagon. And we're not perfect. We are human beings. We are designed. We as human beings are designed to have flaws and to make errors. That's what we're designed to do. We are not designed to be perfect. And if anybody's told you that we're designed to be perfect, I don't know, they lied to you. I apologize for them lying, because we have so many different emotions going through our head day in and day out that that's why there's some people in this world that have chemical imbalances, because this is a lot of psychology stuff here. But literally, our minds are programmed to wonder everything we see. We wonder why. What happened? What's going on over there? That's what we're programmed to do. We are not designed to be a one-track mind. Such as some animals and kids don't even have a one-track mind. Their minds actually run faster than ours. Their attention span they're gone. They don't care. You talk to them for a second, boom, they're gone. You ever see the kid at Christmas? He's opening one toy, oh cool, on to the next. Don't even let him open up some clothes because he ain't even paying attention to those. Off subject, sorry. But Monday. Another reason I love Mondays is you can literally, I do a lot of my planning out of my phone here, okay? And what I do is I write down what my goals are, what my calories were the week before. I do a lot of writing in this. I do a lot of writing on paper as well. I have a tablet in my cabinet that I write down a lot of. It mainly just consists of what I want to do, what my next step in life should be, what my next step should be, what the next big step will be that will benefit me, my family, my close friends. And I always look at the aspect of which one's going to better me. Which one's going to better me the most if I do it right now, if I get to it right now. And you have to do that. Each Monday I do that. A lot of people say do it once a month, but I feel like once a month that's 12 times a year. That's only 12 times a year you're sitting down and asking yourself your next reason, your next why. I don't agree with that. You need to ask yourself, if you could do it every day, do it every day. Because you have to know, you have to transition your mindset, and you have to force your mind to do nothing but think about that goal. That is the only thing that matters. Metaphorically, it matters. But family still matters, job. But you want to make it a priority so high to where it's up there with those other priorities. Job, family, yourself. And you have to do that, because if you don't make it a priority, it starts to become, that old project sitting in the garage. But what you need to do is, on every Sunday night, what I like to do is I sit down and I'll eat my last meal before I'm going to bed. And I'll sit down and I listen to some music as I'm eating my last meal. I listen to a lot of music right now. I listen to a lot of motivational music, and it has helped me transpire into believing that our mind is our strongest tool. And I've said this many times in some last week's videos, and if you get tired of hearing it, I do apologize, but I cannot stress it enough. If your mind can believe it, guys, your body will force itself to achieve it. The mind is so strong that it will literally find a way to make your body, your heart, your legs, your arms, it will make all that work to make what you're telling your mind to make work. Now, there's a lot of third person analogies there, so I'm sorry, but you really have to sit down and think about it. If fitness is your life, your goal, and you're thinking, okay, I want to lose 20 pounds by July. I want to lose 20 pounds from the beach by July. And you start thinking to yourself, 20 pounds is a lot, that's hard, that's unrealistic, I can't do that. Or, I want to gain 10 pounds of muscle by July. That's not possible, that can't be done. Why can't it? Where in your life, who did you meet, or who in your life has told you that you can't do that? I don't know where their negativity came from, but think about this. When you were a kid and your teacher asked us all, I'm sure everybody's been through this. Your teacher asked you, Troy, what do you want to be when you grow up? What's one thing you want to be when you grow up? I never thought in my head, like, well, I can't say fireman or police officer because that's unrealistic. I can't say president of the United States because that's unrealistic. President of the United States is a little bit hard to get than a cop and firefighter, but you guys get what I'm saying. Too many people in this day and age let the negative mindset of people, the critic belief of people's minds, bring them down, and then they get brought down to their level of, I almost want to say, stupidity. I'm sorry to say that word, but it's so true. Because so many people, when I first started talking about all this, back when I first started talking about competing, and just a low-level amateur NPC, bodybuilding show, some people are like, you can't do that. You're going to compete. You're going to compete, Troy. And then when I went and I won first place, the same people were coming around like, I knew you had it. I knew you had it in you, Troy. I was the only one that believed in you. You look great, man. You look awesome. You're right, I look great. Great enough to get first place. That opened up my mind. That opened up my eyes to so much. Like, some of the people that were just like, you can't do it, man. You're not gonna be able to do it. You can't drop that body fat. You can't get shredded like that. And here I did it. And then you hear other people now talking like me, talking about still pursuing my dream to own a gym. And I had a setback. Yeah, I had a setback, and that happens in life. That happens in anything we do in life. And you know what the first thing they say? The first thing that gets brought up when they talk about the gym? They told you what wasn't gonna happen. Who? I mean, come on, for real. These same people were rooting for me to get the gym, and then when it doesn't happen, they're back there like, knew he wasn't gonna get it, knew it. So you have to watch out for them people, because them people exist. And you know what? Most of the time, they're the same people who are clapping for you right in front of you. But behind your back, they're talking you down. They're talking about how he ain't gonna do nothing with himself. He's full of himself. He's full of hot air. That's them same people. So watch who you surround yourself with. Watch who you consider your close ones, because a lot of times those are they're close enough to have your back, they're close enough to stab you in the back. I kind of got in a moment there. I do. I'm sorry, guys. I had this big old plan speeched out. You hear me? I'm just not with it right now. So like I said, I had a bad night of sleep, so don't want to make any excuses though. But let's recap. All right, let's recap here because I'm getting off subject. I gotta get to the gym still. Mondays, guys. Mondays. They are so important because they start at the beginning of the week, and if you start out strong, you come out that gate strong. Think about towards the end of the week. Think about Thursday, Friday. If you start thinking about giving up, or you start thinking about, well, I can skip the gym, or I can skip cardio, I can eat this bad meal. Think about your Monday. Think about Monday, how strong you went out. How Tuesday you came and you crushed Monday's energy. Wednesday you crushed Monday and Tuesday's energy combined. So come Thursday, Friday, you don't have to give in. You don't have to give into temptation, because all that temptation is a slight, small fixation of satisfying your want. Your will has to be stronger than your want. Your will has to be so strong that you can say no to the donuts, no to the bad food, no to the pizza, no to going out to the bar. You have to have that strong mindset will. And think about it, guys, when you do say no to that stuff, and if people are like, oh my gosh, you have great discipline, like you have way more discipline than me. You're right, I do. You're right. And it's not about being cocky, it's about being confident in yourself. It's about, you know that you have the discipline, you have the willpower, you have the ability to say no. You have the ability to wash out everybody else's opinion and let them know that they don't matter. If they ain't for you, they're against you. And that's the way it has to be sometimes. And I don't like that motto. I don't like saying that, but sometimes in life that's how it has to be, because that's how they look at it. If you're not doing what they're doing, and they kind of feel intimidated by it. I get that a lot too, and it is what it is. I am not trying to be better than anybody else but myself. I am always trying to better myself daily, day in, day out, hour by hour, week by week. And I know that by this time next year, I want to be a complete 100% better than what I am today. If I can achieve that goal, that's all I want to do with myself. I want to be so great, successful, to where my family looks up to me. Forget about the people on the outside. Forget about friends at the gym, workout partners, close brothers. I want my family to look at me and be like, man, he has done it. He has risen to the top. He accepted the challenge, and here he is persevering through that. He's not letting resistance bring him down. That's what I want. I want that satisfaction, because that satisfaction is priceless compared to social media satisfaction. You could post and post and post, selfie, give them a flex, give them a side chest. You can, gains are here today. No, but you can flex, you can send a shirtless top, and that's awesome, because you're doing great things. You're transitioning your body, you're morphing your body, and that's awesome, because I applaud you people to do that. I hands down give you guys my respect, because it's not easy to do these tasks that we ask ourselves to do. It's not easy to put our bodies through these brutal workouts, these brutal diets. These diets are brutal anymore, but that's what it takes to be different. That's what it takes to be in the 10% of the world that does this. Fitness, 10% of the world is into fitness, all right? That number may be higher. It may be higher right now. But think about it. When you commit to a diet with no cheat meals, maybe, so I always advocate one cheat meal a week. Always one cheat meal a week, because your body, you can't walk on eggshells your whole life. You can't do it. It's too hard. So one cheat meal a week, absolutely. But when you transition to that lifestyle of dieting and cardio every day, working out, not going to the bar, no bad foods, that's hard to do. That is so hard to do. But I promise you that when you get in the routine of doing it, it becomes second nature. You start to feel guilty about eating that cookie, and you shouldn't on certain days. Certain days you have to enjoy that stuff, because life is too short to walk on eggshells, walk on glass, whichever one it is. But just remember that you're in that top 10%. You are in 10% of the world that does this. So already you're above. You're doing big things, because you are a part of a community of a franchise that is already so small that so many people hate on, because people don't like what they don't understand. And yet so many people are like, why would you want to look like that? That's disgusting. That's too much muscle. And I get told I have too much muscle. New shock to me, because you see some of these pros that I envy. These dudes kill it. I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling good this morning. I'm ready to kill it. I'm ready to kill a chest workout. Could get another new PR this week. No. I'm going light this week. I'm going to do some speed work this week. Anyways, guys, I did not plan on rambling like this. So if this was too long and kind of off topic, off subject, I apologize. But I just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know that it all starts with you. It all starts with you, yourself. And remember, what you have in here, this controls everything, because this tells you what you want. This tells the brain what it wants, and then the brain tells the body how to make it happen. So don't ever let anybody tell you guys that you can't do something you want to do. Ever. Do what you want to do. As long as it's legal. Alright guys, I am going to wrap this video up. I'm going to go to the gym. I appreciate you guys listening to me ramble and rant and vent. And again, I'm sorry if this is not the type of video we're used to. I just want to try to switch things up. And I want to give you guys something valuable. So if you got anything valuable from this, that's my goal for the day. With all that said, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. And always remember to never, ever, ever let anybody tell you you can't achieve your dreams, because if you can believe it here and feel it here, then you can absolutely achieve it, my friends. So, until next episode, guys, keep it pure, stay pure, go out on Monday and do something dominant. Surprise yourself. So, until next episode, guys, have a great day and a blessed day.